Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October. One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing is McCarthy. He lets one go deep for Addison. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A name Viking fans know well. It's the brother of Dalvin, James Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Here's Cook again. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
He's on his way.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bills have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Addison.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
To the air with McCarthy.
The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jordan Addison.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
5 wide. That's it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Shifts by him.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now Allen.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Bills at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Allen. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills have come back to regain the lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Left side, Cook.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 128 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Allen going to audible to a different look.
They'll try the middle with Cook. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Alert, alert, alert.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Tight, 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 tight. Get it.
To the air, Allen.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give for Taylor running right side.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Vikings on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play. It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Running left, Taylor to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
There will play action. Here's McCarthy
Rolling to his right.
and he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's McCarthy. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Allen. Throw left side, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Allen now looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Cook up the gut, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Cook. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Vikings' defense is going to get the football back.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Off 52. What's that?
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Allen going to change the look here.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
173 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing now is Allen, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Touchdown, Bills! A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
On play action, McCarthy. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They run it again with Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
3rd and 5. Allen going to change this at the line.
From the gun on 3rd down. Allen flushed out right.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 8.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Throwing is McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Off the play fake. McCarthy.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
3rd and 4.
Pass 85, pass 85. Regular.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Monday.
Running for it. Here's Cook. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Now McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
This is caught by Addison.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Middle. Look out.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air, Allen. That'll be complete to Cook.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. 18 reps. Go.
To the air with McCarthy.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
There they'll play action. Here's McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Here's McCarthy.
And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, now McCarthy.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
To throw is Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
What's that?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunity.